All right, I'll get straight into it. You want to take this decorative cover off right here. Put that to the side. The coil packs all sit on a frame that comes off together. There's a bolt under here, and then there's those four right there. They're 10 millis. Of course, first you want to unplug everything, so that white clip on top, and then the four wires. Make sure you're careful with the wires and you don't rip them. You want to make sure you grab the boot. The rear one is the hardest. The coil pack harness plug has a little hook or clamp, whatever you want to call that, on the back that hooks onto the coil pack frame. You can just slide that off in order to help you get some leverage to get that plug out. It does come out with the coil packs. I've had issues where that cracked on me before, so I had like a misfire. So if you ever have a misfire and you can't find it, could be because one of those wires is frayed on that coil pack harness. But that's not what we're here for. You want to get these valve covers off. The valve cover is held on by four 8mm bolts. So go ahead, unscrew those. You want to make sure you get them all the way unscrewed, or else you're gonna have a fun time just pulling at something that's still tightened up. You'll know they're off when you can just pull them out. They're not gonna come all the way out because there's a little rubber grommet or a seal. You do replace those. They come in the packet with the valve cover gaskets. In order to get this out, I just pick it up and drop it down towards the exhaust, and then lift up on the front like so, and it eventually comes out. You just got to take your time. So filming this video, I actually didn't replace my valve cover gaskets. I was just checking my valve springs to see if they were broken, but I said might as well film this. So the valve cover gasket comes in a packet with the grommets that go around the screw. So in order to place or replace the grommets around the screw, you just pull the screw out really hard, and it pops out, and you just replace that little grommet. As far as the valve cover gasket itself, there's those three little dents right there that you see. Those you just put the new gasket in, and it fits, just drops right into place. Of course, you want to wipe off the surface, make sure it's dry. You don't have to use glue or any kind of sealant or anything. Make sure you wipe off the surface on the engine or on the cylinder head. Make sure it's dry. Of course, the smart thing to do would be to keep the screws out until you get the valve cover back in, but I like to do things the hard way, of course. If you watch my videos, you know that. Here's the torque specs for the valve cover bolts. Sometimes they are called rocker arm covers. It's 106 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. So you want to make sure you use the smaller torque wrench. So yeah, tighten up all four, and then get your coil packs and put them back on. They sit right in those holes. You don't have to worry about holding that up. And then you get your screws and put them back in there. Once you get the bolts tightened up, you're good to plug everything back in. Coil pack harness and spark plug wires. If you're wondering why I have two coil harness plugs, one is going to the MSD two-step I have, which is right there. As far as the spark plug boots, you'll hear a snap when they go in all the way. Same procedure on the other side. The alternator's not in the way, so it's a lot easier getting the valve cover off. Only difference is that air hose or vacuum hose go into the throttle body, which I don't even disconnect. I just flip the valve cover upside down and replace the gasket. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.